that looks really bad. Hello, Potter fans from all over the world. This is the third meeting of the Harry Potter Book Club. Guess what I found? My wand. It makes noises. So cool. Anyway, today we're discussing chapters 5 through 9 of the Sorcerer's Stone. Better catch up, or wait till we start the second book, which will be next week. Okay, chapters 5 through 9 are very important in Harry's life because this is where he enters the wizarding community, okay? He goes to Diagon Alley for the first time, and as we know, that's a really big step for anyone. He also goes to check his bank account status at the Wizard's Bank, Gringotts. They emphasize not robbing the bank a lot, and that's really funny because, as we all know, Harry does indeed rob Gringotts on the 7th book. Oh, I didn't tell you that. Also, at Diagon Alley, we meet Hedwig, Harry's best friend owl. Maybe I should not do spoilers. Hedwig dies on the 7th book. No more spoilers from now on, so that people who haven't read the books can read them with us. Because we like people who haven't read the books even though they haven't read the books. Harry also meets Draco Malfoy at Diagon Alley. Draco is a douchey character that no one likes. I wouldn't be his friend if I had the chance. Well, maybe I probably would. So after doing some school shopping, Harry goes and gets his first wand. Harry gets a wand with a phoenix feather. That phoenix gave another feather, and the other feather ends up in Voldemort. I mean, you know who's this wand, who gives Harry the scar. The wand chooses the wizard. Except I chose this one at Walmart. Later, Harry is ready to embark onto Hogwarts. On his way there, he can't find the entrance, and that's where he meets the Weasley family, which we love the Weasleys, because they're so cute. And then Harry gets on the train, and he goes to Hogwarts like everyone else. And then everyone's like, ooh, Harry Potter's in the train, ooh. And then they meet Hermione, who is kind of a bitch at first, but we'll end up liking her later. And then we meet Neville, and then we re-meet Draco and Crabbe and Goyle, who are like big losers. Once they get to Hogwarts, they go through the sorting ceremony, and that's a very important part too. The sorting hat is the coolest hat ever. The hat never sings in any of the movies, and I think that's kind of sad, but in the book it does. Somewhat long-ish song. I'm not gonna read it to you, you can go read it for yourself. It's on page 117, but I'll just summarize. It just talks about the different houses. So Gryffindor is for the brave at heart. Chivalry and all that, which is a fancy word for being nice to ladies, opening and holding doors, and slaying dragons. Hufflepuff is for patient and loyal people at heart. Ravenclaw is for smart people. And I'm really surprised Hermione didn't end up in Ravenclaw. Which, I mean, maybe she should have, but I don't know. I guess going around with that hairdo at the time was pretty brave. The sorting hat says to Slytherin, you'll make your real friends. Those cunning folk use any means to achieve their ends. That's just another sentence for evil. The sorting hat wouldn't say that because it would get in trouble. Now, during the sorting ceremony, something very important happens. Once Harry is about to be sorted, the hat starts saying, maybe I should put you in Slytherin because you do great things. But Harry knows that you know who wasn't Slytherin. If he were to go there, it would be kind of awkward, to like go into the house of the person who killed your parents and your family and gave you that thing. I mean, I wouldn't want to. But then Harry says, no, I don't want to be in Slytherin, please. This is a moment in the book that shows what Harry Potter is really about making your own choices and being brave to stand up for what you believe in. Maybe that's not what the whole thing is about, but it's part of it. So yeah, that's the starting ceremony, and then they eat a lot of food. Professor Snape. Snape is very interesting, because he's like Harry's enemy. There's a line in the book that I was going to highlight, but I didn't. It's mentioned that Snape does things that make it feel like he can read your mind. Keep that in mind, because that'll come in handy when we get to the 6th book. Snape seems to hate Harry. He's really mean. Just saying. So yeah, to summarize chapters 5 through 9, vital. Read them all. We'll do chapters 10 through 14 for the next meeting, and we'll do chapters 15 through 17 for the last meeting. So stay tuned. Make sure to comment or leave video responses. If you draw a scar on your forehead, submit that, and I'll feature it on the next video. Also, you guys, I forgot to ask you, what house do you think you would be in? I think I would be in Hufflepuff because I am not brave or smart or evil, so I guess that's the only one that's left. Thanks for watching. Hedwig.